Peak summer making a comeback. Cold front coming down from the north right now to clear out some of that wildfire smoke in the forecast here going forward. We're also going to heat up into the weekend. So, yeah, temperatures are going to get a lot hotter this weekend in Maine, in northern New England. Look at the satellite picture right now. You can see what this is. Here's your nice little bit layer here of wildfire smoke. It's basically mixed in with the clouds here. It's not as dense as it was. You can go to jasonhappyweather.com, look at the blog. I break it all down there for you. But yeah, the wildfire smoke is going to be less today than it was yesterday and less than it was the day before that. But there still will be a milky white appearance in the sky because of that smoke there coming from Canada. Now, on the surface fronts here, you can see high pressure is building in from the north here as the cold front just washes out over southern New England today. High pressure is going to keep us high and dry. Out towards the plains, you've got a warm front coming through. Wind's going to shift out of the southwest. So in Oklahoma, it's going to start heating up. Typical August temperatures. 90s will be there. And we're going to make a run for the 90s in Maine too, right? So yes, even in Maine, is there going to be a big ridge? It's going to big old ridge is going to build over just north of Maine. Let's take a look at it now here. This is the weather highway. So this is a look at what's going on in the jet stream, the weather highway, go up in the sky 20, 30,000 feet or so, right? So you've got a ridge coming through. This is later into the week. This is Wednesday into Thursday here. Here is your ridge coming through right here. Let me change this over to some yellow so you can see it better. But yeah, there's your ridge, okay? That's going to be moving through next couple of days. So the hottest temps are going to be over eastern Canada where the ridge is. But watch what happens here as I put this map into motion and take you into the weekend. Watch this other ridge that builds here. This is Sunday into Monday, and this is right over Maine, really the crown of Maine. It'll be very hot up in the county, but there is your ridge Sunday into Monday, okay? So there, right there is going to mean your heat dome that everyone talks about, right? That's going to be right over northern New England Sunday and Monday. And notice here, you've got a dip in the jet stream coming through here, a trough coming through Sunday. So it'll cool down in the plains, but it's going to heat up and crank up in the east. Remember, the stronger the ridge, right? And the stronger the trough, stronger the ridge, right? Amplification. The weather is always trying to balance itself here. So you see this trough here. I'll back it up now to Saturday. Here's your trough, and then the trough is strong, so the ridge has to build, right? It's always balance. Mother Nature always trying to balance itself to try and make things calm, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that. So here comes your trough to come through after the heat wave, which is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday in Maine. So here's your heat wave next week getting broken down by this trough here. The ridge breaks down, the trough breaks down the ridge, right? Okay, then I want to point out another feature to get into next week. This is now middle of August here. So another ridge builds, but then look what sneaks down into the Atlantic. Now, this is just a couple weeks out, but this is not a forecast. I'm not going to say there's a hurricane that's going to hit Florida. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the models have been trending towards something in the Atlantic basin. So the Atlantic Ocean or the Caribbean or the Gulf, okay? And it's been trending now for several days here. And I do expect a wave is going to come out of the Atlantic, of probably the MDR, the Maine Development Region, and it's going to round the base here of the ridge, and we'll see where it turns. Now, this is 18th, 19th, 20th of August. So it's been pushed back a few days, but there is something that wants to come out of there. So we'll see about steering currents and the patterns going forward. I'll get into all of that in the next few days, but I just want to bring your awareness to that. There is definitely going to be an opportunity for a storm, and it could be big. It certainly could be if things start to move in a certain direction as far as the wind shear goes down, the Saharan dust goes down, goes away, right? I'll get into all that stuff, the key factors. But right now, it's August, it'll be middle of August by then. If you live in the Southeast, you're watching this, you have family in the Southeast or along the Gulf Coast or even anywhere in the Gulf states, obviously you have to have a hurricane plan in place. You have to. It's that time of the year. For us in Maine, lingering wildfire smoke, warming up into the weekend and no rain in sight, okay? With high pressure and these ridges coming through, these heat domes coming through, you're just going to have a very difficult time to have much in the way of beneficial rainfall. There will be times where we'll get into some rainfall, but I don't see anything major in the forecast, okay? There's the next 10 days, right? So no storms, it's just heat that just builds from Sunday to Monday to Tuesday into Wednesday, okay? So you see that there on the 10-day forecast for the coast. Same thing inland. Obviously, it's going to be hotter inland than the coastline, even in August. 90, 90, 87, 88. This is next week. A few scattered thunderstorms. This is nothing major right now. It's too far out to say it to be severe, but that's the next front to come through that I showed you, right? So it's just day after day, about several days of it being dry, and then the front comes through Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll see what the thunderstorm activity. We'll see by then how much. Right now I have it just being scattered. I don't have it being a widespread thing at this time. So I'll keep you updated on the tropics, on the heat, and all that good stuff here. Thank you for watching. Jason Nappy Weather.